Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to Soulmates Twin Flames Tarot. This is a general love reading for the collective to see what's happening with you and your person of interest. We'll start this reading with some message cards and then move on to some tarot and oracle cards to give you guys as much of an in-depth look as we can to see what's happening with your person. As always, this is a general reading for the collective, so not all of the reading or all of the messages that come through will apply to everyone watching. So please just take in from this reading what resonates with you and your situation and release the rest to the universe. Water signs. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. If you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising in Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this may very well apply to you in this reading, guys. Okay, it's more of a validation to see if this reading will resonate with you. Let's see what else we get here for this collective. What's going on? I will come back to you when I know I won't make the same mistakes again. This is really about your person telling you that your person is going through a period of growth, change, and transformation. They're learning from their mistakes. They recognize the mistakes they made with you, whatever those mistakes are, whether it was running, ghosting, abandoning, denying the connection, but also having arguments, self-sabotaging behaviors, and other things that they did that caused this disconnect between the two of you. They know that they need to be more emotionally aware, more emotionally mature. They know that they need to let down their guard and open their heart. And I do feel for many of you, your person really shut down their heart and took off as soon as they started really feeling the intense love connection that's here between the two of you. And they don't want to make these same mistakes again. They want to do it differently, which could definitely very well be why it's taking them a while to figure things out and come back to you. Now we have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So sun, moon, rising in Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for you or your person can validate this reading for you in terms of messages that are coming from your person of interest. We just can't be together right now. They're not ready. They're basically telling you they're not ready. And because they're having to work through these issues, they're having to work through whatever it is that caused them to make the mistakes. They want to come back to you a better, stronger, more evolved person who is willing to meet you halfway, who is willing to put forth the effort and energy equal to the amount of effort and energy that you're putting out in the connection and in the relationship. And they're not ready to do that. They're still having to heal. They're still having to learn. They're still having to grow. And we all grow and we all evolve at different speeds. Not everyone can learn the lessons and assimilate the changes and go through this process of awakening and spiritual awareness at the same rate because we're all different. So while you may have already gone through some life lessons and you're ready for this to move forward, your person is trailing behind you a little bit, okay? But don't stop and wait. You keep moving forward with what you need to do for yourself and for your life, for your own spiritual and personal growth. They're just not ready yet. They're still learning, they're still growing, they're still evolving, but they will catch up to you. That's what this is telling us. I want to love you the way you deserve. And you deserve to be loved in a way with someone who is very caring, very supportive, very giving, someone who is willing to meet you halfway, someone who is willing to make compromises with you, communicate with you, share what's happening in their life, being emotionally transparent, being emotionally vulnerable, and allowing you to see and experience and share with them into the depth and the core of who they are. This is the way you deserve to be treated, guys. And your person recognizes this, and this is why they're not ready to be together right now. They're not yet at that place. They're not yet at that level of maturity, emotional and spiritual maturity. This is what your person is having to go through. They're having to grow up. They're having to go through this process of change so that they can put forth the energy and effort required that's necessary to sustain and maintain this strong love connection between the two of you. I'm changing. See, here we go. I'm changing. I'm changing my behaviors that caused us problems. And I love how that dropped right underneath that. I won't make the same mistakes again. They know that their behaviors caused a lot of problems between the two of you, whatever those behaviors were, whether it was creating fights, creating arguments, being emotionally distant, not communicating, taking too long to respond, disappearing for days on end, doing an on-off thing with you. On-off relationships are really challenging because it is a roller coaster ride of ups and downs. But your person is telling us that they have an awareness within themselves that they caused the problems and that they need to change these behaviors. And that's the very thing that they're working on. And that's why they're telling you that you can't be together right now, because they're changing their behaviors. They recognize these behaviors, they are aware of them, and they are doing something about them, because the bottom line is they want to love you the way that you need and deserve to be loved. I just want to reconnect with you. See, they want a reunion. They want a reunion with you, but they want to do it when they're ready. They don't want this to happen and then them not be ready, because that would give you false hope. It would create a false start for the two of you. They need to be fully ready to be with you so that they can embrace this strong, powerful love connection that's here. Your person wants to reconnect with you. They miss you. They want to spend time with you. They want to talk with you, communicate with you, laugh with you, share moments with you. They want to spend time together. And in that spending time together, they do see and envision a future with the two of you. They're just not ready yet, but they are working on it. My love for you is everlasting. This tells us your person really knows and recognizes that this love they have for you is something that is a forever love. It's an endless love. They know that this love connection that's here is something that perhaps even goes beyond this lifetime. Do they know if you're soulmates or twin flames? Perhaps. Regardless of the type of connection that this is telling us your person has an awareness that this love between you is something that goes beyond this lifetime. It goes to future lifetimes. It goes back in time to past lifetimes. Perhaps some of you have talked about past life stuff with your person and really being able to know and understand each other in a way that no one has known or understood one another before. That's because this love is an eternal love. It's an everlasting love. It's a love that has no beginning and it has no end. And you know what? Your person knows this. They know that there is something unique and powerful in this connection that is different than anything they have ever felt or experienced before. And they know as well that they will never experience a love like this again, which is why they are working towards changing the behaviors that cause problems. It's why they recognize that they don't want to make the same mistakes again. And it's why they want to represent them to you. And it's why they want to represent themselves to you as a romantic partner, to give you the love that you desire, the love that you deserve, and the love you need. This is the Hierophant. So this is Taurus energy, sun, moon, rising in Taurus. For you or your person, this can be a place of validation if this reading is meant for you. The Hierophant is someone who wants a long-term partnership. The Hierophant is someone who wants tradition in their life. And when the Hierophant shows up in a reading, it definitely tells us your person is thinking long-term with you. They just have to get themselves to the place where they are ready. This is the Two of Swords. This is about your person recognizing they need to make a decision. The Two of Swords is about things being at a standstill, things being at a crossroads between the two of you, where there's been no movement. But your person recognizes that they need to start creating movement. The Two of Swords is also a card of two-way communication. So this tells us your person is really thinking about reaching out and really thinking about communicating with you. Establishing the lines of communication between the two of you so you can start rebuilding your connection and start rebuilding your relationship. The Two of Swords is also a part of a decision, and your person recognizes that they need to start making some decisions here about what they're going to do to get this connection with you to the place that comes with the Hierophant, which is a place of long-term partnership and long-term commitment. This is the Ace of Wands. Interesting. Remember I just said that we were talking about how your person needs to make a decision and they know they need to make that decision that comes with this Two of Swords? Well, the Ace of Wands is actually them taking action. The Ace of Wands is all about action. And it's also about passion. So your person does feel a very strong, passionate connection with you. But it's not just about the passion, because your person also recognizes that the two of you have this deep, meaningful connection, because they do envision long-term partnership with you that comes with that Hierophant. But the Ace of Wands is about them taking action and making that decision and then doing something about it. The Ace of Wands is also a card of renewal, renewed energy, renewed life force, renewed passion between the two of you. This is an opportunity for a fresh start and new beginning with your person. This is the Two of Pentacles. This is about restoring balance and harmony in this connection between you and your person. It's a card of change. It tells us the situation with your person, regardless of how it is at the moment, regardless of what your current experience is with your person, is changing. It tells us things are going to be different. It's also a card of balance and harmony. So this also tells us that your person recognizes that they need to be more giving in your connection and in your relationship, which is why they're changing their behaviors that cause problems. I do feel for many of you guys watching this reading, you're naturally very giving, very loving, very caring, very supportive, expressive of yourself and expressive of your emotions. And perhaps your person was not the same way. This card tells us that your person is changing to become more of that energy and also to be more giving with you, so it can be balanced and equanimous moving forward. This is the Hangman. Okay, so this is Pisces energy, but we already covered that with the first card. The Hangman is someone who is able to see things more clearly. It's someone who is having a breakthrough, seeing things from a different perspective. It also tells us, as well as this Two of Swords, that things between you and your person have been at a standstill, at a stalemate for some time. The Hangman is the person in suspended animation, trying to figure out what they're going to do. But this light that surrounds the Hangman's head tells us your person is having a breakthrough. They're having an epiphany. They're getting insight from the universe, from their angels, from their guides, perhaps just from their own self-reflection and self-analysis of this connection and of this relationship, because they do recognize that their behaviors need to change. They're able to see things a lot clearer. They know and have a better understanding of the direction they want to take this connection and this relationship with you. This is Justice. Interesting. That is Libra energy, but we covered that. I feel with this card, yes. So this message is meant for you if you have Sun, Moon, or Rising in Libra, you or your person. This is another place of validation for you guys. Libra is about restoring, very much like this Two of Pentacles. It's about restoring balance and harmony to this connection between you and your person of interest. The Justice card also tells us that the story between you and your person is not finished. It tells us that there's more to come. Justice is about the soul contract that exists between you and your person. When you have a soul contract with someone, and we have soul contracts with many different people in our lives, they can be soulmates, they can be twin flames, they can be our friends, family members, but the life lessons that come with romantic partners, soulmates, or twin flames are the most difficult, but they're also the most powerful. This card is telling us that there's more to your story because the life lessons between you and your person of interest aren't finished. They're not over. There's more that you both need to learn. But you can only learn so much when you are in separation from one another. You've had a lot of those life lessons, guys, right? Especially for those of you who have been in separation for a long period of time. And we know you're out there because we read it in the comments. There's also life lessons that come as a result of being in union with one another, being in a relationship. And I do feel that these are the life lessons that are coming up next for many of you in your connection with your person. What other messages do we get for the collective, please, for this connection? This is the Lovers. The Lovers. The Lovers is a card very much like this Two of Swords. It's about making a decision. It's about making a choice. But the Lovers is also a union of hearts and a union of souls. The Lovers can also validate this reading for many of you. The Lovers is a soulmate connection. It's also a twin flame connection because the Lovers is ruled by Gemini, which means the twins. When the Lover shows up in a reading, it does tell us that the connection between you and your person of interest is coming to a place of union or reunion with one another. The Lovers is a very powerful card when it comes to relationships, but it's also a card of your person making a decision. Now, if we look at this story from the beginning to the end of these tarot cards, it tells a very interesting story. It tells us your person realizes that they see you as a viable long-term romantic partner, and that's what they want to have with you, a long-term partnership, because we have that Hierophant. The Two of Swords is about your person recognizing that they need to make a decision to get the connection between the two of you moving forward. The Ace of Wands is about your person actually making that decision and taking action to restore balance and harmony into the connection between the two of you. Being able to see things from a clearer perspective because they're having a breakthrough. Recognizing that there's more to your story, that you've got unfinished business with one another, and choosing partnership. Choosing the relationship, choosing love. Let me throw some oracle cards here and see what else we get for this collective reading today. Balance, not kidding, balance. Okay, so this is very much telling us your person is aware that they need to not only balance this connection between the two of you when they're ready to start taking it forward and be more balanced in that relationship with you, but I do feel perhaps they are, drop some cards, we'll pull those. They're aware that they need to have more balance within themselves. This is about them knowing that they need more balance within their own well-being, which comes as a result of having this Two of Pentacles and the Hangman. Now, these other cards fell out as I was shuffling. This has Heart Chakra. This is Fated. And this is Movement, which is interesting. This is about your person opening their heart chakra. Look at that heart chakra there lit up on that Hierophant. Person opening their heart chakra with you if it hasn't been open to you before. I do feel this is also telling us that your hearts are in alignment with one another. Your person will be more in alignment with your heart and with your heart chakra, but it's also about them expressing themselves, expressing their feelings, expressing their emotions, letting down their guard, letting you in, being more emotionally mature with you in regard to this connection. And again, that's some of the lessons that they're having to learn. And this could very well be why it's taking them so long to figure things out and get movement in this connection between the two of you. I find this so fascinating that movement actually flew out when I dropped that small stack of cards on the table, because movement is about things moving forward. It's about things starting to shift, starting to change. It's about them taking action that comes with this Ace of Wands, especially after this stalemate that comes with the Two of Swords and the Hangman. This is a fascinating reading, guys. Also, we have this Fated fell out as well. Fated falls out on top of the Justice card. Remember, we talked about justice and said that you guys have life lessons because you have karma with one another. It's fate and destiny. That's part of your fate with one another. It's part of your destiny to have these life lessons and experiences with one another. Not only while you're apart, but also while you are together in union. So I do feel this is telling us very strongly, the powers that be, the universe, the people upstairs. There is a very strong sense of fate and destiny in this connection with your person, because I do feel your angels and guides, their angels and guides are working towards bringing this connection together. Your person realizes what they need to do. They know the changes they need to make. This shows us that they're going to make those changes. I feel as if I've known you my whole life. And you know what? It probably feels that way to you guys as well. When you first met one another, did it feel as if you already knew them? That's because you have these life lessons with one another. There's a recognition between your souls, because there is this strong fate and destiny in this connection between you and your person. Your person does feel as if they've known you their entire life. They feel as if they've known you a very long time. There's something about you that they find familiar. There's something about you that they find very comforting. Something that they recognize as perhaps a soul connection. They may call it something else. They may call it energy. They may call it chemistry. They may call it a spark. They may call it butterflies. Whatever it is, there's a knowing from your person that they feel very comfortable with you. So there is a recognition within them perhaps that there is this deep, strong soul bond between the two of you. And you know what? This is something they're becoming more aware of, guys, right? They're becoming more aware of this. I fell in love with you the moment we met. So this is really about love at first sight, a love at first sight feeling, very much like the energy that comes with the lovers. And it's interesting as well that we pulled this, I feel as if I've known you my whole life, because when your person first saw you, there was like this rush of energy, like they couldn't really understand what they were feeling or experiencing, but it felt very much like love at first sight to them. Did it feel that way to you guys as well? But it's not really so much a love at first sight moment, but the way we explain it as a soul recognition between the two of you. And that instant connection and instant attraction, recognizing that there's something very special, very powerful, and very unique in this connection between the two of you. And you both needed to find out more about each other. That's what it's really about, this love at first sight moment, because I do feel that when your person first saw you, you took their breath away. You were captivating. It was an enchanted moment. They really felt to the depth of their core this intense love for you when you first met one another. And I'm sure for those of you watching this reading, you felt the same way. This is your reading for today, guys. We hope that this was able to bring some insight and guidance into your connection with your person of interest. Thank you all so much for watching. and allowing us to share your journey today. And if you'd like some insight into your personal journey, a link with details for getting private readings with us is in the description below and pinned to the top comment. Also, we'd like to ask if you would take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Blessings of peace, love, and light to everyone watching today. Have a great day, everyone.